Alrighty, folks. So, here we are for BRL Tier 3 at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia, in Catalonia, Spain. So, this is round 6 of the championship here for Tier 3. I'm not joined by my usual cohort Toxin for some reason. I'm sure we'll try to get him in here shortly. I think he's playing FIFA or GTA or something like that right now. Anyway, sorry for the delayed start. Had a little bit of a last-minute thing where I'm also hosting the lobby as well, so had to sort that out. So here we are. It looks a little overcast here at the circuit. Get everything pulled up correctly here. There we go. So far, only 14 people tonight. Face may be joining us a little bit later. He's trying to get some schoolwork done. Some of our younger members still having to deal with that unfortunate inconvenience in life. Alright, so looks like Mex Andrew has decided to go out. I believe he will be the first car out on track. As we see, the Ferrari has selected first gear from the garage. And he will be the first guy out on track as his mechanic steps out of the pit lane. He's going on the soft. Spain is a bit of an interesting track when it comes to strategy. You have the folks who go on the softs who want to start up front, which can work quite well. You know, you get clear air. So if you know you're going to be able to get in that top frame, maybe 5 cars, maybe the soft's the way to go. Definitely if you're in the top 3 cars, soft's the way to go. And we have the audio glitch, so we're going to hop off of Andrew there. Looks like Weiser Square also going out, as well as his teammate Rawlings, or actually that's Mad Marlin. Rawlings just behind those two. And then next car in line is going to be Silkweaver in the McLaren. So we're going to look back here at Mex Andrew. Like I was saying, this place is a bit of a compromise. Hold on just a moment. Trying to invite somebody. Okay, so I did mention this earlier. I am your host, BRL Williams, Ferrari Net 94. Tonight it's got me on the Ferrari Net 94 account. I just realized that. Probably a product of trying to get in here quickly to get everything set up. As Mad Marlin retires from the session, looks like he has come off at the exit of turn 9 there and caught the right-hand wall. Trying to find that car that's coming up to him here. That is... There it is. There is Marlin. He's against the barrier, and that was Rawlings we were trying to hop on board with. So, currently, nobody has set a time. Andrew should be the first one to do that. So, only 14 drivers, just to let Heatwave know he can still partake in the qualifying session. He just has to select his car from the list of actual drivers that are not selected by somebody already in the session. And he will still be able to set a valid lap. So, Zampa sets the first time in the Mercedes of 116.3, followed by Weiser Square at a 116.5. Andrew sets a 116.3 on his second lap. A couple more times now on the board with Fluky Flower and the Alpha Tauri setting a 117.6. Weiser Square set that time on the mediums. Now Rawlings on the mediums does a 115.9. A very good lap from the Haas driver to go to the top of the board for the moment. Got to believe that some of those times behind him will come down as the session goes on here. Got a few guys letting people buck too. One of the Mercedes stopping on track there. You're not really supposed... Ooh, wow. Silkweaver getting very sideways in the pit entry. Not sure what that's all about, but I believe that was Zampa letting a lot of people go there at the end of the back straightaway DRS zone. You're not really supposed to stop on track at any point, and he clearly was more or less stopped. Not a very heads-up thing to do there. I understand that it's off the racing line, and people are likely not coming anywhere near you, but you're still really not supposed to stop on track just because it's not a safe thing. Is now SSR Joe in the other Haas jumps to the top of the board. He's on the soft tire, however. His teammate was on the medium. Does a 115.5, so about a half second clear. That's pretty much the difference you can expect, give or take, I think, between the medium and the soft here. Strategy-wise, you can do a number of things. You can do the soft to the hard. You have to stretch them out quite a ways, which some of these guys might not be the best at tire management, but it's still possible. The other strategy with the soft is to do a two-stop, medium to medium, in which case you really don't want to use the medium in qualifying at all. The other strategy, which most people in Tier 1 went for, was to go from the medium to the hard and run long. That worked out exceedingly well for a lot of us. I picked up 6 positions in total doing that from 12th on the grid, so very, very good strategy to run here. You do have to just be consistent, clean, and just pretty much try to outlast the guys in the softs, because after about 5 or 6 laps, they really start hurting towards the start of the race. So, more times now on the board. Currently, Costa Brown set a 116.7 on the medium tire. Looks like he is on a... He's already done 2 laps. I believe he is on an in-lap. Yeah, he's got the ARS turned way down. Q-Man in the Alfa Romeo has set a 117.6. Draghi Oregano in the Renault. Oregano in the Renault. That kind of almost flows together really awkwardly and nice. Does a 119.5. He's on his 3rd lap, so he's just running around on those softs right now, maybe trying to get a feel for a little bit more fuel in the car, possibly. Don't quite know. So towards the start of the race, Tier 1 guys were doing pretty much high 18s at the start of the race on the medium and the soft tire after a few laps. For these guys, I think if you can get under a 120 at the start of the race, you're going to be doing pretty good. You're going to be moving along pretty well. It's very easy to make an overtake here if you have nobody in front of the guy, as Weiser Square looks like he bumps up into 3rd place ahead of Mex Andrew. He does, and what can Andrew do in response to that? He's on an outlap, so he is going to be the driver we ride along with midway through the session tonight. Still got about 8 minutes left. Into turn 1, 4th, maybe 5th gear corner. Got to really be careful of that second corner curve. You want to keep it nice and tight through turn 3. Not doing that, not running out wide. You see there he cuts way back. You want to try and keep it against that inside line. Run a little bit on the outside curve there on the way into turn 4. Try to run it wide as possible. He gets on the grass and oh, he's around. So that's that lap ruined, and ooh, bangs it into the wall. Good job to not retire the car there. Trying to stay out of the way of the approaching cars behind him. That lap ruined for the Ferrari. Looks like Fluky is on a fast lap here. Yes, he is. So we're going to ride along with him. So he's coming down into turn 4 now. He's on the mediums. So he's not on a super quick lap, but he's on a pretty good one here. Down into turn 5. Road falls away, so it's really easy to lock up into there. You want to keep it a little bit tight or a little bit wide. It's a multi-line corner. Turn 6 and then turns 7 and 8 right here. The chicane, very easy to do exactly that. I appear to just have the commentator's curse tonight, because as soon as I try to hop on board with somebody, they spin out. Gonna hop down here to ARS Boostler to continue. Going through turn 9, almost flat out, if not flat out, every lap of qualifying. Down to turn 10, brake just before the 100-meter board, or else you will slide a little wide. Does a very good job to keep it stopped and tight there. Into 11, don't want to lose the back of the car there. Into 12, very long right-hander in 3rd, then 4th gear. Run it way out wide into turn 13. That's turn 13. Into the chicane of 14 and 15. Added in 2007, I believe. Then in the final corner, turn 16 onto the front straightaway. DRS activated. What's he going to do? 115.5. So that jumps him up to P2. Just a hair behind Joe in the Haas on the same tire. So good first showing from the almost called it Force India, the Racing Point driver. As it looks like he's still got the ERS turned up, so he may be going for a second lap. He really shouldn't have enough ERS to make that work. He's even with his first lap, though. Very tidy. Very tidy lap so far. You don't want to run too wide on a lot of these corners because it will invalidate your lap, and that is not a good thing to have happen here. Turn 9. Oh, he runs wide and he's going to invalidate that lap, so that's that lap done. Going to turn everything off, head back to the pits. You really don't gain much by doing a second lap except maybe a little bit of consistency. You know more what the track's going to feel like when you go through the corner, but the tires have already lost a lot of that grip that you really need to set a fast lap on the softs. He's already in second. Maybe he just wanted to get that little more and sneak that pole out from underneath of Joe's nose right now. Joe been a very dominant driver this season so far in a couple of races. And the pit lane entry, there's a big bump right there that can unsettle the car, hit you into the wall on the way in. 80 km/h speed limit here. That is approximately, I believe, 37 miles an hour. Very short-ish pit lane here. The long run down to the first corner at the end of it. And Zampa's got the audio glitch as well, so we're not going to stay on board with him. I believe he is on an in-lap. Andrew out on the mediums now. So he believes he can improve upon his soft time enough to start on the mediums and still start towards the front of the field, which, if he can do that, kind of like what Rawlings and Weiser Square are doing, that'll be huge. I hate that rear view. It just doesn't really show you what's coming up. So you can see he's taking it very easy, trying not to overwork the tires through the third sector. It's very easy to do because the road just, it's climbing, and then it falls away right here. Once you get to the top of the hill and start heading back towards the start-finish line, it is just always falling away from you.